The office that always stays quiet and dangerous, where people have fear to come, was filled with laughter and giggles first time. The atmosphere got changed when the Mafia sister visited Jungkook's office with her 2-year-old daughter for babysitting. Maria, Jungkook's younger sister, visited the country after an year and wants to meet her old friend. She requests Jungkook to take care of her daughter for a while until she returned to pick her up, as she wants some time alone. Jungkook denied, and she continued showing him her puppy eyes, but he didn't melt as he was busy and it was obvious in the work time. While all the drama, Vine kept watching silently with a soft smile, holding the 2-year on her arms, and took the responsibility of babysitting for the day, as she loved kids very much. Oh, Vine, you are so sweet. Thank you so much for understanding me. She hugged Vine while Vine looked at Jungkook, who was glaring her for disappointing him. She passed him a soft, assuring smile that instantly made the sulking man relaxed at the spot. No problem, Sia is such a cutie. I would love to take her with me forever, she said after Maria kissed her daughter's cheeks and giggled hearing Vine. You should then get married and have lots of kids. She laughed while Vine's cheeks turned red hearing her. Okay, time's up. You can go wherever you want, but remember if you won't come back after 2 hours, I will send my man to take you here forcefully. Maya signed and rolled her eyes at her cold brother. Oh God, please. I am a married woman, so stop these threatening methods now. Jay will pick me up, I told him, and my husband is responsible man. You don't have to send those scary men of yours, she said, and Jungkook scoffed at her. After that, she guided Vine about the things that baby will need in her absence, and she left. You know, we have a meeting at 5 p.m. I am already in stress and you took babysitting job. One closed her eyes in embarrassment and cursed herself for forgetting the meeting after seeing the baby. She got up after putting the baby in her baby coat and smiled awkwardly while Jungkook was standing with his hands in his pocket. It's okay, I mean, we don't have to do something for the meeting and Maria will be back before 5, so let's just babysit together. She laughed awkwardly while Jungkook's expression stayed still as cold as before, and he turned around to go back to his desk without saying anything and smiled secretly while Vine sighed softly before she sat on the couch and started talking with Sia in baby voice. Jungkook watched them playing silently with a smile on his lips until Sia started crying. That made Vine's face colors fade. She picked her up and roamed around, but the baby didn't stop crying. I thought you know well about kids. What? How will I know about them? I didn't babysit dozens of babies. She said in disbelief while Jungkook raised his brow and walked towards Vine. She extended her hands towards Jungkook as soon as she saw familiar face while Jungkook looked at her confusedly. I think she wants you to hold her. You are her uncle, right? She knows you. I never pick kids. If she fell down, you do something. Vine didn't hear him and handed him Sia. Don't be afraid, look how well you hold her. And she stopped crying, she said with a wide smile while Jungkook started sweating as he first time hold a baby. One could not believe on her eyes seeing Jungkook's nervousness. A chuckle left from her mouth. Why are you sweating? Don't be nervous. Jungkook looked at her and cleared his throat. I'm not nervous. Wait, what's this smell? He sniffed as Van frowned, and she also sniffed before making disgusting face. Jazz and Jungkook sniffed the baby, and his eyes widened when realization hit him so hard that he held his breath. She needs to change her diaper, he said while turning his head to the other side while Van blinked her eyes multiple times. What the are you waiting for, Van? Hold her and do your job as soon as possible. My nostrils hairs get burned. That smell is so dangerous, he said while standing the baby towards Van. We can use the diapers on your enemies for killing and torturing them. She held Sia and walked towards the couch where Maria placed the bag in which everything was present that Sia needs as Vine put Sia on her baby coat. You are right, but for that we have to be alive. I'm waiting outside. Call me when you done this. Wait, no. You are not going anywhere. I can do this alone. She is your niece. You have to help me. She quickly stopped him after standing in front of him. You can't order me. I am the boss and I didn't tell you to agree on my sister's request. You did and now take care of her. He said and passed by her, but one again came in front of him while extending her hands made him ground. You have to help me if you don't want mess on your couch and in this office, she said mid Jungkook pulled his hair back out of frustration. The two complete the task, bumping with each other while running here and there, covering their noses with handkerchiefs, and feed her with the bottle as she started to cry due to hunger. Luckily, Sia falls asleep peacefully, and the two come out of the office after spraying the air freshener to get rid of the smell and sigh heavily. That was so hard. My lungs got filled with the smell. I think I couldn't eat anything for the whole day. One could have hold and laughed. Hearing him made him look at her. You can't say no to your wife. You have to do this often in the future, she said and quickly shut her mouth in embarrassment. Of course I will, he said while looking at Van with a smile. As she was looking down and hearing him, she don't know why, but her cheeks turned red. Maybe she imagined herself on his wife's place as she likes him from past 2 years. Even he is cold, but he listens everything she said, and he let her boss around. Because of this, they both were comfortable with each other's company. What happened with you guys? Where is Sia? She asked as soon as she reached the office and saw Jungkook without his coat and his sleeves were rolled up while the two buttons of his shirt open. She's sleeping so we come outside. Maria smiled but again frowned looking at Jungkook at the door. What are you looking at? We just changed your daughter's diaper, he said annoyingly as Maria's eyes got wide open in shock. She looked at Ryan. Oh ma, I'm so sorry for troubling you, Ryan, she said in apologetic way as Ryan shook her head. Yes, you trouble us very much. Now go home. We have to reach June's villa. And Ryan, you can go home and get fresh. I will pick you up, he said and walked away while Maria huffed. He is nervous because of Grandpa. I know, because I am also nervous and excited too, she said to Ryan as Ryan nodded. By the way, Ryan, honestly speaking, you and Jungkook totally give couple vibes. Me and Jay were like this when we become newly parents. Omo. She chuckled and walked inside the office, leaving Van with red cheeks. Van is Jungkook's secretary from 2 years, and because she was only one, stays almost the time with Jungkook, so everyone in Jungkook's family know her well and liked her so much. Sometimes Jungkook's mother invited her personally for coffee and said she wants Van to be her daughter-in-law, and it was so surprising for Van that Jungkook never stopped her for saying this either. He got angry when marriage topics come. Today, Jungkook's grandpa held a meeting in June's villa for the project that Jungkook wants to collaborate with him, where Mrs. June, Jungkook, and Maria, along with Ryan, were going to attend. Basically, it was a family dinner where Grandpa said he wanted to talk about the collaboration. That's it. He didn't talk further, and because Grandpa is very strict in everything and he didn't tell anything why he held the meeting urgently, that's why Jungkook was nervous. Yeah, why my dress didn't arrive yet? You said it will deliver at 4 p.m. Now I will cut the money. She hung up the call with an angry pout after the person said dress is on the way. Ice Jungkook will be here soon. I don't want him to scold me. She threw her phone on the bed and walked towards the dresser and started doing her makeup and hair, wrapped in only a towel. After getting shower, waiting for her dress that she ordered yesterday, but the delivery got late. Just when she was done with her hair, the doorbell rang, and she quickly ran downstairs to grab her dress. Coming, wait, she said and opened the door just to get froze on her place. It was Jungkook standing at the door with wide eyes. After seeing Ryan in tall, he forgot to breathe and blink, while Ryan quickly hid behind the door, made Jungkook come out of his thoughts. Mr. Jung, please come inside. She peeked her head out with red cheeks and invited him inside as Jungkook cleared his throat and looked away in nervousness. I'm fine here, go and get dressed. I don't want to get late, he said without looking at her, but Mine stayed there while biting her lower lip in nervousness. But Jungkook frowned. He looked at her with side eye and found her peeking outside. Are you planning to go like this? He asked as Ryan laughed awkwardly before gulping. Actually, my dress is on the way. The delivery got a bit late. Mine said as Jungkook turned towards her. What? Go inside. Why are you standing here in towel? Don't you have another dress? Put on whatever you have. Jungkook said and looked away when Ryan came in front of him, but immediately again hid behind the door. I will only wear what I have ordered, Ryan said and crossed her arm while Jungkook sighed. You have to wear something before receiving your parcel. Now go inside. You are not allowed to come in front of anyone like this. I will receive your dress, he said, and closed the door made Ryan blush, hearing him. She did a tiny excited dance and stayed at the door, while Jungkook shook his mind many times. The thoughts after seeing Ryan started to mess with him. He tapped his cheeks with both hands. Just then the delivery boy also arrived, and Jungkook received the parcel while glaring at him. The poor guy ran backward while bowing until he sat on his bike and ran away. Here is your dress. Now don't take much time. The old man never leaves any chance to annoy me. He handed Van the bag. Don't worry, I will not take much time. But please come inside and have a seat, she said and ran upstairs, leaving the door open. Jungkook exhaled before getting inside the house and directly looked towards the direction where she ran. She is so beautiful and Jungkook stopped thinking about it. He gulped and started scrolling through his phone to divert his mind, but Vine didn't take much time and she came downstairs. The sound of her hair made Jungkook look in her direction and he gulped seeing her in that dress. It was formal and she was looking elegant and stunning in the dress. Jungkook didn't look away as his eyes got stuck on her while Vine smiled softly, noticing his gaze. We are getting late, Mr. Jones, she said and walked out of the house while smiled widely, leaving Jungkook with red ears in embarrassment as he cleared his throat and followed her with cold face like nothing happened. I'm happy that you came. You are looking very pretty, Miss Vine. Vine smiled and bowed in respect. Please call me by my name, sir, Vine said as Grandpa nodded. Then you should not call me sir, call me Grandpa, he said when Vine smiled brightly. She nodded happily. She was amazed, like always whenever she met Jungkook's grandpa. He was still fit and no one could say he was above 60. He was still working and handling the empire alone and held top position in the business world. Father, I heard you got cold. Why didn't you inform me? I will come here and take care of you. I don't want to bother my daughters. Also, your father is still young. That mere weather changes could not affect me, he said as Mrs. June chuckled and nodded. Why smiled, but the man beside her has held no expressions on his face. Why rolled her eyes and then all of them headed towards living room. Grandpa played with Sia and chatted while Jungkook was only getting impatient to know the reason behind the meeting that was still didn't started. Grandpa, you were saying that you want to always think about work. I know why I call you here, and I will talk about this whenever I feel like. So let's enjoy the family time, Mr. June Jungkook. He said in sarcastic tone, made Jungkook clench his jaws. It was always like this. Grandpa gets annoyed because Jungkook always talk about work. One glanced at Jungkook before she slid the file behind her that was on her lap, as she don't want to be the next. But Grandpa saw her. Oh, don't worry, it's not your fault, Ryan. Obviously, that man bought you only for work. Again, he taunted Jungkook, and Ryan could feel Jungkook's blood started boil. She wanted to laugh, but somehow controlled herself just then Maria spoke. Grandpa, you know he also changed Sia's diaper with Ryan. Mrs. June looked at her in surprise, while Jungkook glared her. It would be better if he changed his own kid's diaper. Ryan glanced at Jungkook's hand that was turned into feast. After working with him since 2 years, she knew him well. Their eyes met and Ryan smiled that made Jungkook steadily calm while Grandpa smiled looking at both of them. Well, Jungkook, I thought about the collaboration and I am agree, but I have a condition. Jungkook looked at him with a frown along with other members. What condition, Grandpa? He asked curiously, but Grandpa sighed. Let's first have dinner. Jungkook followed and nodded. As Grandpa got up and walked towards the dining table, Jungkook also followed him. He knows he need to be patient. If he wants something from Grandpa, then Grandpa never going to give him that so easily. So that idea was great. I must say you work hard. Jungkook nodded and looked at Ryan. It was Ryan's idea. She was the one who came up with this idea. Ryan looked at him with wide eyes while Jungkook smiled before he shifted his eyes on his plate. Well done, Ryan dear. I'm impressed. There is no doubt you work hard. Ryan smiled when he praised her. Thank you, Grandpa. Ryan thanked him as Grandpa smiled. So, what's the condition you were talking about? He asked as he couldn't control his curiosity anymore. Ryan also looked towards Grandpa. Not only collab, but you are the only heir of June Empire. I'm going to give you everything you already deserve. It will automatically transfer on your name after my death according to the will, but I can't wait for that. I want to give you that already belongs to you, but you have to get married first. I want to see my grandchildren. Ryan, along with other members' eyes get wide open as they all look towards Jungkook, but for the first time he was looking calm. He nodded, made Ryan's heart skip a beat, thinking if he get married with someone else, she will resign from the work. Who's that girl? Did you find a girl for yourself? I want to meet her. By looking at their faces, Ryan's heart was breaking as they were looking so happy after knowing that Jungkook agreed for getting married. Here she is. Why is the one I want to marry with? He said while looking at Ryan as Maria and Mrs. June gasped in surprise, while Ryan's heart that was already breaking apart and skipping beats almost dropped hearing Jungkook's statement. She felt like having a heart attack while Grandpa smiled. He already guessed they both have feelings by seeing the spark in their eyes for each other. That's why he just put the condition randomly and it works. He already know if Jungkook don't want to get married, then he will simply deny for the condition like he was doing from so long. Oh my, I'm so happy. I always wanted Ryan to be my daughter-in-law, but Jungkook, you are so bad. Why didn't you tell me this before? You are telling us now when you two already planned to get married. One confusedly looked at Jungkook and her blood rushed when Jungkook suddenly held her hand that was on the table and gave it a gentle squeeze. I thought to disclose this news today, as we all are here together, so I did. He said as everyone got happy and wished Ryan and Jungkook for the best. Why did you do that? You are such a liar. She whispered as she was getting upset, thinking he just lied for the power, while Jungkook smiled and slid the strand behind her ear, sent shiver down to her spine. We are actually getting married, Ryan, he murmured and wiped the corner of her lip with his thumb, made butterflies dance in her tummy. Don't pull me in this mess, she whispered with a pout, made Jungkook chuckle. I would love to pull you in my embrace instead and mess with you. Don't worry, this power and money doesn't matter than you. If someday I had nothing, I will love you like I do. Van looked at him shockingly, not believing on her ears, while Junk nodded and kissed on her forehead without caring about the surroundings. That made everyone giggle and Van blush hard as she looked down in embarrassment. Do you really love me? She asked when they both came out for a walk, as she wanted to confirm everything he said earlier. I do. I really do, Anne. And after seeing you only in towel, I made up my mind that now I can't wait anymore to make you mine. One hit on his arm with red cheeks made him laugh, while Ryan looked at him in amusement. If I said I don't like you, then Junk shook his head. That will be a lie then, because your eyes tell another story. They show the love for me. And if you don't, I will still going to make you mine and make you fall for me. Then going to change diapers of our babies. He laughed. Van giggled. You look more handsome while smiling and laughing. She smiled, but her smile froze when Jungkook intertwined his fingers with her before kissed the back of her hand. The reason is you. Now, you can see me smiling and laughing often. One blushed hard, hearing him, but suddenly looked at him with an angry pout, made Jungkook confused. You didn't propose me, Jungkook sighed. I already confessed my feelings, but one thing is left. Now, Van looked at him puzzled. Let me show you, he said and pressed his lips on her after grabbing the back of her neck, made her eyes widen. But then she giggled and kissed him back while wrapping her arms around his waist.